Hello and welcome, my dear fellas. I'll grind you out through the world of these great picks predictions. Ah, man, this is at least entertaining to see. Got to say that this is probably the worst ever fight card this year, but it is what it is. Really, it is what it is, and these are things that can't. These are things that can't be ignored. Oh shit, man. I'm just saying that maybe this might not be the most entertaining event to watch, but I'll stay with you. I'm not a guy who surrenders that easily, even with the worst possible event. For me, it's an event worth watching, and it's an event worth risking. Now, I know majority of you will say, listen, well, this UFC event sucks, etc. To some point, you might be right. But to other point, this is the best sport in the world. Why would I say it sucks when I love it more than I love myself? Literally. I will tell you what I think about this upcoming event and what are my picks, calls. Desi. I tell you my picks, calls, and of course, we'll see how this goes. Drago mi je što si nabavio GTA. Baš mi je drago. Svaka čast. What I want to say is, listen. Let's listen to my bets. Alright, good luck fellas to everyone. Now I'm starting with the first one. Haishar Mahisat versus Gabriel Benitez. I'm gonna say no distance. Mateus Nicolau versus Alex Perez. No distance or Benitez to win. Svaka čast, brate, drž se. Now the next one, Ivana Petrovic versus Nao Young. Ivana to win. I'm very confident in Ivana Petrovic winning. James Jontop versus Chris Padilla. James to win. Next one is the combat between Ketlin Souza and Manik Mann. I'm gonna say fight starts round 3 or Souza to win. Next one is the combat between Dontel Mace and Kyle Machado. I'm gonna say fight starts round 3 or Machado to win, potentially via decision. I have more faith in Kyle Machado. Austin Hubbard versus Michal Figlak. Call me crazy, but I think Figlak is going to have a hard time against Austin Hubbard, so I'm going to say fight starts round 3 or Hubbard to win. I think Figlak is returning after a very devastating injury, and I think this injury might actually give him a hard time, though. So I don't see it as a good fight for Figlak right now. I think it's too early. Rani Yaya versus Victor Henry. I've got Henry to win or over 1.5. Now we are going to transition to the main card. And the main card is good Timmins versus Uroš Medic. No distance or Medic to win. I want Uroš Medic to win so badly, and I will be a bit biased, but it's gonna be hard. Jonathan Pierce versus David Onama. Fight starts round 3 or Pierce to win. I think Onama stylistically doesn't like Pierce, and I think this could be a good fight for Pierce. Yohonato Diniz versus Austin Lane. I'm gonna say no distance or Denise to win. Then Karin Silva versus Ariane Lipski. I think fight starts round 3 or Silva to win. Have some faith in Silva to win. Just have. Run spam Bogdan Guskov. I've got no distance or Guskov to win. For some reason, I have a good faith in Bogdan Guskov. I think stylistically, Ryan Span is a good matchup for him. Mateus Nicolau versus Alex Perez. I've got fight starts round 3 or Nicolau to win. This is a bit risky call, but that's how it goes. I know this is a bit risky call, and I need to tell you round robin, then I will tell you what I played. Round robin, Benitez, Hubbard, round robin, Benitez, Hubbard, and Guskov. That is my round robin. And now it's time to release my bets. Get ready. Means versus Medic, no distance. Next bet, Span Guskov, no distance. And finally, the last bet, Diniz versus Lane, no distance. I've got 3 no distances. Only have few bets on this card. Don't have too many of them though, but you'll see. Medic means no distance. Span Guskov, no distance. Diniz versus Lane, no distance. Wish me luck. I'll need it. It's time to chit chat now. A i drago mi je što ti je stigao GTA. Baš mi je drago. Samo rok. Is this UFC? Yes, Steven. It's UFC fight card, yes. Well, this is not the most entertaining UFC fight card. I honestly think this is the worst fight card of the year 2024 so far. But okay, let me announce every single event. Trained in sun today, usually these fights end up the best. Yeah, that's how it usually ends up. When will I go live tomorrow? Well, I have a training from 6 to 8. Maybe I could go live in the evening. maybe around, I don't know, around 9, 10. I could go live tomorrow. I was thinking of, or maybe I will skip tomorrow. I don't know how my obligations are gonna look. But I was thinking of, on Wednesday, sometimes I go live, sometimes I don't, depends. But I might go live, why not? Hi, getting on with MMA practice. So you decided to start MMA or? Oh man, MMA is going very, very hard. Not gonna lie, MMA is going very, very, very hard. Not easy for me, not easy. My class is very difficult, fella. Very, very difficult. I'm having a hard time learning to wrestle. And I'm actually tired all the time, but that's part of the game. Ma dobro, nema veze, brate, samo rokaj. Važno je da možeš da uživaš. Drago mi je. Drago mi je zbog tebe, svaka čast. Rekao sam ja da si ti snalažljiv. Nema veze, brate. Snaći ćeš se ti. Verujem ja u tebe. Samo rokaj, brate. Možeš ti to. Naravno, brate, što mi ne bi bilo drago. Pa jesi vikao nedelju dana, hoću kupim GTA, hoću kupim GTA. Ispunila ti se želja, kako da mi ne bude drago. A nije. Ako voliš nešto, ne treba to kriti. Pa da, ali nisi. Kupio si ipak. To be honest, Steven, it's very difficult. Especially wrestling, it's like extremely difficult for me. Bravo. Gazda, što bi rekli. Pričat ćemo, ako budem nekad imao vremena, što da ne. To je Left 4 Dead, a? Do you shadow wrestling? I'm sure that helps get a dummy. I do, unfortunately. I do. Pa možemo nekad. Zašto ne? Mislim, sad nema vremena. Ako nekad bude imao višak vremena, reći ću ti. To nije cim, što da ne. To je Left 4 Dead, jeli? Jel' tako zove Left 4 Dead? Ja sam tu igricu igrao kod knjigovođe pre 10 godina. I mogu ti kažem, nije loša. Da, znam. Igrao sam tu igricu kod knjigovođe pre 10 godina i mogu ti kažem, dosta je onako bila napredna za to doba. Sad ne mogu setim da je bila kec ili dvojka, mislim, možda je čak bila i dvojka, da sviđala mi se, nije bila loša. Ono kad pustiš muziku pa zombi natrčavaju. Opa, potrošit ćeš na komponente. To volim da čujem, to se zove ambicija. Bravo. To se zove ambicija. Što bi potrošio na knjige kad knjige već imaš? To... Ne, ali knjige već imaš, mislim, zašto bi potrošio na knjige? Potrošit ćeš na komponente, mada... A može li se za 20.000 nabaviti nešto dobro? Ja ti nisam baš upućen. I shadowboxed and lifted weights out in garden today, really enjoyed. That is amazing, Steven. Usually a bedroom boxer. Well, now you were a garden boxer, that's excellent. 3 komponente, pa to je odlično. I'll make votes now. Samo da napravim pool za glasanje. No, you are a garden boxer, great quote. Yes, you are, man, I'm so glad because of you. Samo rokaj, brate, samo kupuj. Top. I got rid of Instagram, Facebook's next for chopper block. Why? Why did you do it? Mene. To nije teško se pogodi. Greatest of all time. Da. Hvala. Don't forget to vote. Stavio sam neki pool da se glasa, molim te, ako nije problem. Nema zaboraviš da glasaš. Imaš pod community. Please don't forget to vote, my dear fellas. John Bones Jones. Have narcissistic, annoying me on it, fuck them. Super. Ne Diaz, za Diaza znam. Za Diaza si mi pokazivao. Similar to Duggies. Ha, One could say that. Maybe. Just say maybe. Cocks, lad. Yeah, they are cocks. They are goblin cocks. Opa, idemo, terabajti. Ying and Yang, Letzer. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Marokaj, bre. Who are you knocking out in your second fight? I don't know. I first need to learn to wrestle, then we'll see. 100 evra. Pa morat ćeš. Pa neka zahtevna igrica. Koji? Intel, da, Intel je najbolja marka procesora, to svi kažu. Svi hvale taj Intel. Watching your video from 5 years ago, ladder drills and side sit-ups with medicine, excellent lad. Thank you so much. Prodat ću laptop. Pa, ja ne znam, za laptop je malo zabrinuto to sa hard diskovima, malo je komplikovano kod njih. Ja znam kad su meni laptop, to neki sam problem sa hardom imao davno još, baš je bio neki veliki problem, to je njima je baš teško hard da se vadi, to baš je kod njih zajebano. Kod običnog kompa je druga priča. Pa znam da sam čekao par dana, da nisam imao laptop par dana. To kad imao sam taj neki problem sa tim, sa hard diskom i onda baš je bilo gadno. Pa dobro, probaj. Meni je bitno da si ti zadovoljan, a sad šta ćeš kako uzeti, to vidi da ti najviše odgovara i to je to. Što da ne, Sony je cool. Znaš da sam FIFA volao da odigram ko klinac ponekad? Ali više sam volao onaj ISS Pro Evolution, ali FIFA sam ko klinac voleo, ne mogu da kažem. Ali ono malo da odigram. Čak sam i pravio tim, onim FIFA-ma gdje je mogao, čak sam i pravio tim. I'll try to find the leather drills as I'm a self-taught southpaw, but your feet need improving. Yeah, man, feet always need improving if you're asking me. Feet are the most critical part of the game always, and they always need improvement. Medo. Divne mede. Nisam duvao danas, nisam. Have natural talent in the stuff, thank you so much, Steven. Jaj, brate. Kad sam ti rekao za tu sponzorušu, ma koji jebe mater? Napiši. Slobodno. Samo rokaj, brate. Kad ti je rekao za tu sponzorušu. Ali dobro, treba se zanimamo. Zabavi se. Do you recommend cutting carbs in the diet? I was doing that, and to be honest, I didn't have energy at all, so it will help you cut weight, but it's very difficult for your body. The question is how much suffering can you tolerate? That's the ultimate question that I want to ask you. If you can tolerate a lot of suffering, then I recommend you to try that. So if you can't tolerate much of a suffering, then I don't recommend you to give it a shot. All depends on you, my dear fellow. Think balance the shit. I think you're right, man. But balance is sometimes extremely difficult. When I was 70 kilos, I used to read the labels more. High carbs, proteins. Evo sad ću vidim, brate. I back in your own, Vlad. Yeah, carbs, proteins. Let's go. Why not? Yeah, I'm back in my own gym. Back in my own gym, yeah. I'm trying, man. I'm trying as hard as I can. You know that very well. Always back to my roots. Know me. I'm always back to my roots. Da, kad budem u Mostaru mogu bih, što da ne. Kad budem u Mostaru bit ću na odmoru svakako, onda mogu. Onda neću raditi. Možemo kad budem u Mostaru, zašto ne? Je Left 4 Dead može da radi na ovom mom Bren? Ja nemam neki besan laptop, ali pitam samo, jel bi mogo da radi? Može, kad budem u Mostaru, što ne? Kaži. Te specifikacije, ne znam, to mora ti slikam jedan dan. Pa dobro, ugasit ću. Sve ću da ugasim u pozadini. Normalno. Znam. Sve živo jede grafičku. Znači, poisključujem sve u taskbar. Meni je inače sve isključeno. Jest, meni je sve isključeno. Samo ono što mora. Ja ne znam koju grafičku imam, ali nisam nezadovoljan. 32 giga rama. Da. Brate, sve bolje i bolje tehnologija, sve više napreduje. Ne koristim. Da, integrisano imam, da. Ne koristim ja OBS. Ma integrisano neko imam, nemam pojma. Da, ne žalim se, radi mi posao. Jasno, komp je da radi posao, zadovoljan sam, ne žalim se, tako da... Baš to, verovo ili ne, 2000... Da li 9 ili 10? Pa nisam baš pri parama trenutno za to, ali ako budem, što da ne. Ja ti ni 10.000 ne uštedim od plate, to je najgore. Pa da, ja često putujem, često menjam mesto prebivališta. Meni se ne bi isplatilo da imam komp, onako i kancelariju, to. Mislim, sve se isplati, ali da ima veze sa laptopom, znaš, a baš onaj statički komp, kako vi zovete, što to zove, ne laptop, nego onaj statički komp, to mi se ne isplati. Ali laptop može. Meni je sve okej što je vezano za laptop, znaš, onako baš da imam kancelariju i statički komp, to teško. Te putujem Beograd, Pančevo, te odem vamo, odem tamo, znaš. Ne držim ja mesto, to je problem. Rokaj samo. Pa taj GTA 6 toliko zahtevan, jebote, kad ne može... Splitter. Snašao si se. Samo nemoj Marku to da ti čuje, bit će problema. Pazi se, brate moj. Onim programom, ajoj. Pa, reći ću ti da to ne radiš, nisu svi ja. Mislim, ja ti kažem da to ne radiš, ali... Marku se to baš ne bi svidalo. Ja kažem samo... Da te ne uhvate i dobar si. A šta, 2 puta im ugasili da ih zezaju? Ma i treba bre gasiti im stalno, ko ih jebe. Kad ne znaju tehnologiju bre, ko ih jebe. Sad ćeš reći da je zet zao, ali... Podržavam kad su glupi ko kurac, ko ih jebe. Tako je, brate. Vidi se da si gledao Stojana, izvini, slušao Stojana. Stojane, jel ti bio poštar? Jeste. Jel ti doneo knjige? Kakve si mi knjige poslao? Stojane, pa ti znaš da ja uvek mislim na tebe. Kakve si mi knjige poslao? A da li si ti normalan? Poslao sam ti knjige da se edukuješ, Stojane, mnogo psuješ, treba prestaneš da psuješ. Jebem li ti familiju u pičku? Stojane, drago mi je da je Dragica primila katoličanstvo. A kako ga je zezao, majko mila. Radenko. Nažalost, Stojan više nije živ, ali bit će legenda za uvek. A znam, majmune, iseš mi kurac. Kako ne znam. Pa rekli su ovi 2014. da Stojan umro. To on je 28. godište, ja mislim. Da, obeležio nam je život. Kakav kralj. A verovatno mu bilo dosadno kući, pa ono kao, ovaj ga zove, rekao, ajde da se svaćam. Pa nije. Tužno. Šteta. Bi, brate. Veruj mi da bi. Bi, obeležio mi detinjstvo. Kakav god da je bio, obeležio mi detinjstvo. Zbog njega sam se smejao danima. Da, bih. Otišao bih da znam da je bih. On je beše neko selo kod Kruševca, beše Šiljegovac. Ček da vidim, sad ću da vidim ja gde je to. Ja, zbog njega smo vrištali. Veliki Šiljegovac. Dve 2682 stanovnika. Ili ovaj iz Ćelija beše? Da. Hey lad, I'm at work at the bathroom saying hi. Thank you so much for saying hi, Hype3MMA. You're one of my most loyal fans. I'm 7 months member. Thank you so much. I'm so glad because of you, my dear fella. Bi, voleo bi. Voleo bi, da. Dvesta 68 stanovnika selo Ćelije. Da, Stojan je selo Ćelije, ovaj Stojan Vasić. A onaj Stojan Erić je iz Velikog Šiljegovca. Da, ne, Stojan Erić je iz Velikog Šiljagovca, Stojan Vasić, ovaj drugi, je iz Ćelija. Oh, my GOAT member for 7 months, that's amazing. Ja mislim 2008-2009 da je prestao. Skinuo sam. Yeah, member for 7 months, that's amazing, Hype 3 MMA. That is amazing. It's a pleasure, my dear man. It's also a pleasure to me that you're a mod of this channel, you know. You did a lot for this channel, Hype 3 MMA, so thank you is the least I can say. Thank you is really the least I can say, and the least I can do in the favor of you. Because everything I do it for you. Everything I do it for you. Everything I do it for you. I'm horrible at singing, but we can have fun. By the way, sorry cause my energy is pretty much low, but you know, I will be a mod as long as I'm on this green nut. For now, cheers, my dear fellow, I must return to work, no probs. Well, I know I will never unmod you, so that will never happen. No, I'm not that type of a guy. I'm loyal. I might be good or bad guy, but I'm loyal. Twelve more minutes I will be live, just to tell you. Cause everything I do it for you. When everything I do it for you. Yeah, you can be a mod for life. I am not gonna protest, my dear fella. You can stay a mod. You can stay a mod for life. Hey, how are you doing, Giga Chat of NPCs? It seems you started learning Serbian. Man, I like your sense of humor. Actually, we like to say it's a sense of dark humor, but I like it. Yo, you started learning English, man, like English, Serbian, and the Great Translation. Where did you learn those phrases? Where are you now? Are you still in California or you returned to Pennsylvania? That's the song by Bayam Malik Ninja. I know the song. I haven't been listening by Malik Ninja too much, but I know some of his songs. Only some, not all of them, but I don't know some of them. I mean, his songs are pretty much okay if you're asking me, but in some songs he's too best, these are majority of them are war songs, and I'm not a guy who likes to talk too much about war. I think that's kind of an unnecessary talk, but okay, he built his style with war songs, and there's nothing wrong in that, I think. I don't think there is anything wrong in that. He made his career, he became famous, and my hat's off to him. Guskov, how are you doing, Mason? Mason, I have a question for you. Right now, I don't have that much money, but when I receive the next paycheck, should I offer 300 euros to Dagis to come to my dojo and fulfill their threats? Because right now I'm broke right now because it's the end of the month, but I might be having 300 euros by the beginning of this month. So of course I need to pay my bills with that money, etc. But on May 1st or 2nd, I might have that money in my hands. So just asking. Like his songs, they're completely different to anything in America. The last 80 years in the US, people will get mad if you have values over material pressure. I didn't know that. Interesting to learn new things. That's why I like those songs. Well, it's a right of freedom and the right of free choice. I didn't know that American people would get angry for such things. I really didn't know that. So, Mason, you're saying I should up the stakes, right? Well, the value morals over consumerism. I really didn't know that. I'm like, it seems I'm learning new stuff every day and different culture definitely. Consumerism over morals. Ah, you see, I didn't know that, but it's always fun to learn new things. Nice singing. Hey, I had a question, bro. Keep calling out Russians, but are you ready if they do come? How long would you last against one? They are very tough. They come to my gym and wrestle hard. Well, they should come. I'm not calling out Russians, I'm calling out Dagis. That's a difference. Russians are normal. Dagis are victim crime pussies. That's what I'm calling. I don't know how much will I hold. I mean, we'll see. But they constantly threaten. They constantly send death threats, and I'm just telling them to fulfill their threats. If they are better, they should win. Simply easy as that. I don't know how much would I last, but I get better on every training session, and I got used to getting better. So I say it would be a normal day, like a normal day of going to a class, going to a training session, getting battered, getting beat down. How's your takedown defense? I improved it a lot. Recently, I improved it a lot. My takedown defense was 0 out of 10 until maybe 2-3 months ago. Then I started working hard on takedown defense. So right now, I would say it's 5 out of 10. They might not wait to go to the gym, like to street fight. Oh, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. They are in a foreign country, man. So those victim crime pussies can do whatever they want. If they attack me in the street, I have a baseball bat with myself. If they wanna be pussies, I can be pussy too. But if they wanna come to my dojo and showcase their skills, that's perfectly fine. 4-1. That's amazing. That just shows that they are victim crime pussies. It will prove that my theory is right. But of course, if they fight in my dojo, that proves that they have balls. I told you. The difference between doggies and real MMA fans is a backbone. Real MMA fans have a backbone and have the balls to come to my dojo and beat the shit out of me. Doggies don't. Plus, they don't have money. They're broke as fuck. Only because they don't let their wives work. Very simple. Are there any of them that come through your gym? No, no. Unfortunately, no. They have never came to my gym. I actually train in Belgrade, Serbia. It's an unholy combination, Catholicism and Islam. The fact the Ustasha promote Islam as a worthy religion is why I support Chetniks over them, even though I'm Catholic. Well, that's religious freedom, I think. That's how you say it in the USA, religious freedom. Whatever, man, whatever makes you happy, Giga Chad. None of them have come to my gym yet, but if they appear, let's go. Dagestani guys never give up when caught in submissions. I know. The only Dagestani who gave up when he was caught into a submission was Magomed Ankalaev against Paul Craig. That is one and only example. And who else? Was it maybe Zavadan versus Abu Bakr, right? But I only remember Paul Craig versus Magomed Ankalaev that he tapped out. They normally never tap. Rinat Fakhredinov went to sleep instead of tap versus Craig Jones the other day. I know Rinat never surrenders. I know he's just that type of a guy. I know Rinat would never surrender. They should side with Orthodox if they're anything. Oh yeah, why not? I'm not talking about Russians, normal Russians. I'm talking about Dagis. I like normal Russians. I mean, continental Russians. I like them. They're okay. I'd be scared calling those guys out. They are crazy. Well, they can always come and fulfill their threats. I'm telling that openly and publicly. If they are willing to do that, do it. Don't just grab your phone and hide like a pussy and say, I will do this or that and never fulfill your threats. I mean, if you threaten, be a man. Do what you said. How hard is that? Just do what you said. I'm not afraid of getting battered. I've been battered like hundreds, thousands of times. Any promoters reached out for you to fight one in MMA? I had one amateur fight in the past, which didn't end well, but I'm planning to make my professional debut. Maybe this year, maybe next year, I don't know. When my coach decides that I learn to wrestle properly, he said that he will let me participate in a professional fight. And about the organization, I still don't know. There are many local organizations that would be willing to give me a shot. So many local organizations were calling my coach, and he said that he is willing to negotiate when I learn wrestling. Well, maybe in your state here, you don't need to have a single amateur fight. You don't need to have amateur win or loss. Anybody can get a shot to fight professionally if he wants. The question is promoter going to allow it? Like here is a bit different situation. Even if you have zero fights at amateur circuit, they can let you fight professionally if they find a proper opponent for you. And like my coach is negotiating everything. It's not like I don't have much with that. I don't have much associated with that. He told me until you learn to wrestle, I will reject every single offer, and when you learn to wrestle, we might start looking an opponent for you. So I expect I'm gonna have professional debut next year because knowing my coach, he won't let me fight that soon. I know how he is, you know. If you're asking me, I would fight. I've got no fear of losing the fight. Like, okay, one loss is no big deal. But knowing my coach, he won't let me unless he's sure that my wrestling will stand a chance. Hello, bro. So you don't know how to wrestle and you're calling out the best wrestlers in the world. Man, you're tough, bro. I still don't know how to wrestle. I'm still learning. I actually have a good BGG and I'm good in striking, but I don't know to wrestle. I publicly confess I don't know to wrestle. I told you I've been battered like thousands of times. One beat down, more or less. Who cares? Better hope no Dagestan takes you up for your call because they are so good. Why would I hope? I want them to come and fulfill their threats. But if they don't come, it just shows that they are pussies. Very simple. Can't win rounds when it's grappling. I'm not saying I will win rounds. I know. I know they are excellent fighters, but they are horrible people. That's why I'm calling them out. Not because of their fighting. They are brutally good fighters. But they are horrible people. People who disrespect women. People who insult women. And that's something I can't stand. I like people who respect women. When did this all start? Wrestling won't win in the street necessarily. When did this all start? 2 years ago, they started sending me death threats only because on some prediction videos I picked against their guys. I said nothing bad. I just said that I think their guy is going to lose. I was even giving neutral picks, like no distance, fight starts round 3, over 1.5 in majority of my picks. But as soon as you say something against their guy, they take it too personally, and they were like, when they lose all the argument, they start with this shit like, you were speaking against my religion. Bums. Hate wrestling. I hate it too, but I'm training it. Yeah, except when a wrestler suplexes you on concrete. Can't win fights. Shut the fuck up. Well, in the street, it depends, If you have multiple attackers, then it's questionable how much wrestling is going to work. But for one-on-one, wrestling is pretty much good martial art, just like BGG. For one-on-one fight, this is one of the best choices alongside with judo. But for one on like two, three, four, if you take one opponent down, the other guys might jump on the top of you. I'm telling you, wrestling is actually very good for one-on-one. BGG is very good for one-on-one. Judo also. Why not? And yeah, Raymond, I see you're a cool guy. Very much. I'm glad that there are cool guys. You're a real MMA fan. At least you can exchange ideas. At least you can place your own opinion, which is a sign of respect. Završio, Roka, brate. I'm so glad that you showed a sign of respect. Just saying, be ready if they do show up, because I knew a guy who called out. Guy from Turkmenistan in Michigan, he showed up 3 weeks later. Okay, they can show up whenever. And I didn't call a specific fighter. I called them out. So I didn't say, listen, this and this fighter show up. I didn't say that. I just said, appear. I just said, fulfill your threats. That's it. Who's your favorite fighter right now? Barboza? No, I'm just saying the fans are even crazier. Yeah, I didn't call out a specific fighter. You know what am I saying in majority of videos? I'm saying, Dagis, come here and fulfill your threats. Have I said, yo, Tagiru Ambekov, you should come to my dojo do this? No, I've never called out any fighter. I'm calling out their fan base, their victim crime pussy fan base who constantly troll and only hide behind keyboard. That's who am I calling out. The fans set threat all the time if you speak against their fighters. Well, that's interesting, you know. For example, I said many times, I picked many times against, for example, Georgian fighters, and their fans never said a damn thing. I picked many times against American fighters, their fans said nothing. And as soon as I pick against Dagis, their fans start sending death threats, like some kind of victim crime pussies. Ilshark victim, jeste, brat. Tell this guy what Serbians were doing less than 20 years ago and why they won't keep the same energy. You're talking about Bosnian war? It's behind us. Oh man, that Bosnian war. I wish it never happened. 1991 to 1995. I used to be a kid. I survived 2 wars, man. Would you ever train in Thailand? Yeah. Never met a Serbian in my life. I'm actually half Serbian, half Bulgarian, but I live in Serbia. If you ever come to Serbia, we can meet in person. Wouldn't be a problem to me. Really wouldn't be a problem to me. Like, why not? I can give you, like, if you come, I can give you the address to my dojo. You can come, we can hang around. It won't be a problem. You can meet my teammates, my coach. Why not, man? I mean, why not? Gym, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. mostly. Samo rokve, brate. Možda vratiš. I think on weekends it's different working hours. But you can always make an agreement with my coach if you want something special, or you can always renegotiate with my coach. Any day classes, yeah, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, and 9 to 10 are on working days. On weekends, I think there's one class in the noon, and there's sparring at 4 p.m. On Saturday, Sunday is free. I think there are morning classes on Tuesday and Thursday around 9 a.m., but unfortunately I cannot visit them because I'm working. Because of my work, I'm a construction worker, so unfortunately I work in the morning, so I can't visit morning classes. Šta si mogao? And I know it kind of sucks, but I can't visit morning classes. I wish I could. I train 5 times per week. That's the maximum I can do because I work as a soccer referee on weekends. Može, brate. Brate, to je bilo ludački. Yes, I'm a big fan of Ilya Topuria. How did you know that? Heck, you're a big fan of mine. Since you're following this channel, man, how did you know I'm a fan of Ilya Topuria? Ma da. Mention Georgian fighters, so I figured out you liked him. Yes, I like him from Georgians, and I'm a big fan of Giga Chikadze. I'm a big fan of Topuria and Chikadze. Merab has good personality, cool personality, but I don't like his fighting style too much. Pa ne mogu to da odgovorim javno. He is a good fighter, but I don't like him because he beat my favorite fighter and he is really cocky. I understand you. Samo Rocky. I understand you, man. It's never easy. It's never easy when somebody destroys your favorite fighter. I know how it looks like. I don't like many guys who defeated Edson Barboza, but life is life, you know. I hated Chris Weidman when he broke Anderson Silva's leg, but it's behind me. Ne znam šta ti znači to level. Hate Ilya Topuria for KO and Alexander Volkanovski. I'm also a fan of Alexander Volkanovski, very big fan. No, I felt pretty much sorry when Alexander Volkanovski got floored by Ilya Topuria. I didn't expect that was going to happen. But life is a bitch sometimes. I'm even greater fan of Ilya Topuria. I don't know. I like that guy. Cocky, yes, but good fighter. Very good fighter. Two Musk is in Belgrade according to Google. Only two, yes. Kuranko Tataladze. Good fighter also. Merab, yeah. Dvocifreni, brat. Liana Jojo. Liana Jojo is the favorite fighter of one of my greatest fans, Josh Arahon. Unfortunately, he was in the chat yesterday or the day before yesterday, but he seemed to be too busy. Između, brat. Yo, I'm finishing the stream right now, need to go to sleep. Ništa, moram da spavam, pa to je to. I'm going to sleep right now. Tomorrow I might go live and we will continue this discussion. They'd get beaten up. Yes, they would get beaten up. Those victim crying pussies would get beaten up. Catch ya. Night, night. Thank you for this discussion. Vlad going to sleep. Tomorrow I'm working construction.